Early morning stillness, early morning sunshine. What could be better? I'm wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom on this gorgeous, spectacular, peaceful morning. I hope you all are living your best lives every single day. And I just want to say, if you are feeling stressed right now, if you are feeling tension in your body, if you are feeling any sort of anxiety, any sort of tension in your stomach, in your gut, in your intestines, in your heart, anywhere in your body, in your shoulders, if you're feeling tensed up, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety right now, if you're feeling a lot of uncertainty right now, I want to tell you to come out in nature, because it's almost impossible to feel tension, stress, anxiety when you're out in nature. It's so expansive, it's almost impossible to feel any sort of stress, any sort of worrying, anxiety. Yes, there are things that go on around you still, like there's sirens and there's people around you, there's cars. But when you really find a nice nature spot, which is where I'm actually about to head after this video, to go hiking, but when you really find a nice nature spot, okay, there is nothing better than that. It's true peace. It's true stillness. It's really what life is about. So come out in nature. I'm encouraging you guys to come out here. It's where the peace is at. It's where the new earth is at. It's where 5D is at. So come out here and enjoy your life. So today we're talking about retrograde. Retrograde season is upon us, guys. Retrograde season is upon us. Currently, we have 6 planets and 1 asteroid that are going retrograde right now, and that 1 asteroid would be Chiron. But we do have 6 planets in retrograde right now, which is actually highly unusual. And I want to ask you guys, okay, am I the only one that has been feeling super strange and super weird lately? Okay, the energy is just different. Yes, it's Virgo season. Yes, we're about to enter a new season. That's part of it. But everything just feels kind of strange. Almost as if we're moving backwards, maybe. Almost as if things have kind of come to a halt and we're kind of like, what now? Feeling a little bit of uncertainty, feeling a little bit of depression even, feelings of being stuck a little bit. Am I the only one that is feeling this? Okay, let me know in the comments right now. Drop a comment. How have you been feeling this past few weeks, past month? Let me know in the comments right now. I'll wait, okay? Let me know how you are feeling, how you have been feeling, okay? When we share these things in the comments, we can relate to each other, we can connect with each other and have someone to relate to, which is so powerful. But I've been feeling like things have not been the same. And this, I'm here to say, this is very, very typical of retrograde season, especially when so many planets are going retrograde. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. We have 6 planets going retrograde. And Mercury is obviously kind of the big one that I'm going to talk about first. So Mercury retrograde in Libra. It is going to go back into Virgo pretty soon. But we have Mercury retrograde in Libra, opposite to Jupiter. Okay, now this is big. And Jupiter is also retrograde, so this is big. So we have Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is always a time where things always just feel off, especially with regards to communication. Okay, something that's pretty big in my life, communication, which is literally what I'm doing right now. Something that's big in my life is Mercury. Mercury is a big planet in my life. Let me know if you resonate with Mercury, if that's a big planet in your life, a big archetype in your life. But for me, Mercury's big. Okay, Mercury's big. I have Mercury in Aquarius natally, trine to Saturn in Gemini. So it's a big part of my story. Also, with the North Node in Gemini, it's a big part of my story. Mercury is a big part of my story. And when it goes retrograde, things feel weird. Things feel off. Okay, communication doesn't feel the same. You might notice that communication is not going to flow as easy. Now, Mercury's in Libra, which is pretty good, pretty great sign for Mercury to be in, but still, it's opposite to Jupiter retrograde in Aries with Mars ruling that, which can be very tense, which can be very hard, and Mercury is retrograde in Libra. Okay, the good news is that, it's Libra and Venus is ruling Libra, okay, which is very nice, but it's still a Mercury retrograde and it's going back into its home sign of Virgo. So this is a solid Mercury retrograde where things are going to feel not quite the same, things are going to feel different, things are going to feel weird, because the planet is moving backwards. It is not moving in the direction that it typically moves in. Okay, it is not moving in the direction that it typically moves in. So we can expect delays, we can expect weird things to happen. Basically, don't get your hopes up too much during this season. Don't start any huge projects. Everyone always says, pop astrology you find on Google. Don't start any big projects right now, okay? Don't start any big projects. Even if you were going to, I don't know if you were or not, but don't start any big projects, okay? Definitely do not do that. The world is going to end if you do that. Your life is you're not gonna survive if you start any big projects during this time. No, I'm just joking. But seriously though, don't start any big things. Don't get too excited, don't get too crazy, don't get too energetic, don't try to do too many things during this time, okay? What I want to say about retrograde season in this video is that it is a time to go within. It is a time to reflect, okay? Retrograde season is a time to reflect because here's the thing. The planets, they move through the sky. Things happen, energies play out. They move through the degrees of the zodiac and then they come to a halt and then they go backwards. And this is retrograde, okay? This is stationing retrograde. And the planets are actually going back to where they once were. Now this is key. They are going back to where they once were. So this means that energies that once were in your past are going to probably come back up. Situations, circumstances, feelings are going to come back up from your past. I'm noticing this right now. The backwards hat is back. The green Happy Earth backwards hat, it's back, okay? And even little things like this can be a theme of retrograde season. I'm about to go to a nature spot that I was going to earlier this summer a lot, and I love it so much, and I'm going to be revisiting it today. And for a while I kind of forgot about it, but I'm realizing now it is so important. Like, nature is so important. Find a really nice remote nature spot that you can count on, that you can rely on, because I'm telling you, it will literally change your life. It will change your life. If you come out in nature every single day, your life will not be the same. Okay? I guarantee you, your life will not be the same. It changes you. Being out here, you pick up on all the energies, because think about it, the trees and the leaves, they're always picking up the sunlight. They're out here all day. Okay? And most of us in this world, we're inside all day. We're stuck inside, typing on the computer, making phone calls, okay? Arguing with our coworkers that we hate, stressing about little things. Little things, okay? Who cares about the little things? Because when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to be worrying about the little things. You're going to be worrying about the big things that actually matter. So when you come out in nature, this is just how you think. This is just how things work in nature. It's amazing. The trees, the leaves, the bushes, the squirrels, they're always picking up the sunlight. They're always getting these downloads from the sun, this energy from the sun, straight from the source. And the more that we come out here and connect with it, the more we pick up these downloads as well. The more we evolve and ascend, the more your skin's gonna glow. I guarantee you, the happier you're gonna be. So this is something in my life that I'm revisiting with retrograde, okay? Now, we talked about Mercury retrograde. We know Mercury retrograde is typical retrograde. It has to do more with the little things like communication, okay? Communications, little things, the details. It's Gemini and Virgo, okay? Little things. Now, with Jupiter retrograde, this is a little bit different. Jupiter is the big things. Jupiter is Sagittarius and Pisces, the two signs that are opposite to Gemini and Virgo, okay? So think of Mercury and Jupiter as kind of like opposite planets. Now, we actually have these opposite in the sky right now, both retrograde, and this is strange. This is weird. You definitely might be feeling pulled in two directions right now. Like, yes, I have to make money and I have to work to make a living in this matrix. I have to pay to live and eat, which is still kind of a joke. I know, it is what it is right now. It's all perfect. But, you know, we have these two planets opposite. You know, part of us just wants to be Jupiter and look at the big things and live in so much love and abundance and everything perfect and, you know, all these wonderful things. But then Mercury is like looking at the details saying, I don't know about that. Keeps focusing on the details. So we have this tension, we have this opposition here. And this is not easy. So take it easy right now. Reflect, go within. Understand that it's not going to be all easy right now. It's going to be a little tense. And yeah, with Jupiter retrograde though, it's probably going to feel, and it has been feeling, like, you know, when Jupiter was going direct, when Jupiter was in its normal motion, you know, life felt very exciting. Life felt a lot more exciting. But right now, Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, is not moving forward. It is moving backwards. So we can expect to not have very much growth, not very much expansion during this time, revisiting old things in your life, right? So that's Jupiter retrograde. Now, Jupiter retrogrades for a longer period of time and not as often as Mercury. And the same goes for Saturn. Saturn retrogrades are longer and they're not quite as often. Okay, I think they're about like once a year for like 4 or 5 month period, around there. I'm probably wrong about that. But with Saturn retrograde, okay, the day that Saturn started to move retrograde this time, okay, in Aquarius, is around 24, 25 degrees of Aquarius, very close to my sun, keep in mind. The day that it's stationed retrograde, I got pulled over by a police officer. Okay, actually driving back from this nature spot that I'm about to go to, I got pulled over. And I was very scared because it was actually my first time ever getting pulled over. And I didn't really know what to say. And it was a pretty scary experience. Bam, I got a ticket. Probably shouldn't have even gotten a ticket because I'm not going to go into the details, okay? But, you know, that's what happened. So basically, you know, I looked at my phone and I was like, yeah, Saturn went retrograde today. It literally stationed on that day. You want to pay attention to the day of the stations. The day that the planet either starts moving backwards or starts moving forwards. These are big times. So with Saturn retrograde, we are revisiting old challenges. Okay, literally right when Saturn went retrograde in Aquarius this time around, I noticed old things coming up. Challenges from my past literally just came back up out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere. Just came back up. These challenges that Saturn loves to throw at us just came back up. And this is what happens, okay? You know, when Saturn is moving direct, we have new challenges, we're experiencing new things, new challenges, new growth. But now it's backwards and we are revisiting, we are reflecting, we are going within. So the overall message of this video, with all these planets retrograde, and even Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, these planets retrograde for a long time. Okay, big themes. So we're not really going to go into those. But Uranus just recently went retrograde, which is also big. And overall during this time, it's going to be weird. It's going to be kind of strange. Things are going to feel a little bit off. Things are going to feel a little bit strange. And I'm definitely feeling it with the way I'm communicating right now. It's just a little bit different. It might be harder for you guys to pick up on, but I'm definitely feeling it. And let me know, you know, what you've been feeling during this season, during this retrograde season. Have you been revisiting old things? Have you been feeling a little bit wonky? Have you been feeling a little bit tired? Have you been feeling like just going within, just resting? Let me know. Okay, I want to know what you guys are feeling. This is how we really figure out what's going on with this reality. When we connect and we relate and we're like, oh, you're feeling this too? I'm feeling this too. Okay, this is how it is. So comment down below definitely what you are feeling. That's very important. So retrograde season, it's a time to reflect. It's a time to revisit your past. It's a time to throw back on the backwards hat. It's a time to go within. It's a time to recharge. It's not a very big time of new things coming up. Okay, earlier this summer, I felt like there was a lot of new things coming up, a lot of exciting new things, you know, new experiences, new feelings, new vibes, new energies. But now it's like, what happened? What is happening? What is going on? And what's important to realize with retrograde is that, yes, right now the planets are moving backwards, and it's hard to have a vision of your future during this time. It's hard to see where you're going to be headed in the future. And this is why we can't plan too far ahead in the future. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to come. Right now, we're moving backwards. Right now, we're revisiting old energies. We literally don't know what's going to happen when Jupiter gets over here to 25 degrees of Aries. We don't know. We don't know. We simply do not know. So this is why we can't plan a set, solid plan for the future. Kind of just got to go with the flow. We kind of got to go with these energies, go with your feelings, and most importantly, trust your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you exactly where you need to be. Your intuition will always guide you exactly to where you need to be. It'll always tell you exactly what you need to do in every moment. That's the power of your higher self, your intuition, who you really are. Okay, throughout the day, we're always having conversations with ourselves in our minds. And we have an inner guidance system within us, not just in our minds, but in our whole body, in our whole energy. It's guiding us. It's telling us what to do. It's these feelings within. What feels right to you is what you should be doing. What feels the most right to you is what you should be doing. It's why I'm out here filming these videos. This is what I need to do in my life. Okay? What do you really need to do in your life? And what should you be kind of moving away from? Okay? Now, it can be hard sometimes to really tell what's your true intuition and what's your mind or your ego, getting in the way. We can overthink sometimes, but it's really important to try and get in tune with your intuition during this time, okay? It's going to be hard to know what to do. It's going to be hard to know which direction to move in, but do your best to follow your intuition. Do your best to go within, connect within, stay in tune during this time. That is so key during this retrograde season. Stay in tune with yourself. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't do anything dumb. Go within, trust your intuition, and everything is going to be okay. I promise you. So, thank you all for tuning in. I love you all so much. I want you to like this video right now. I want you to smash it, demolish it, get this video out into the algorithm. Subscribe to Freedom Speaks if you are new to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And I want you to, again, comment down below what you're feeling with this retrograde season. Comment down below what kind of energies you're feeling, what's coming up. Thank you so much. I love you all. And make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.